Hey guys, it's your boy Vladis, and it's been a little bit since I made my last video. It's been a little bit challenging right now for me to make, to stream, to do YouTube content. Actually making this video, I've actually tried to make this video a week and a half ago or something like that, but I don't know, my headspace has been a little bit weird. Basically, I'm just trying to be, you know, a better father, a better husband, than trying to be a better YouTuber or streamer right now. You know, as you guys know, my wife is pregnant, and I'm just trying to be there for her as much as I can. And if I need to be there, you know, at the drop of a hat, if you know, she needs to take rest or whatever, like, I'm going to do that. So that's why I've been kind of just putting stuff on a little bit of a hold, but I am going to probably take a little bit of a more, you know, I would say semi-permanent break, you know, when we do have the baby, which will be in the summer. But as for now, I want to talk a little bit about Ashes. It's been a little bit since we've had a discussion about the game, and, you know, I've been making a couple of Reddit posts, and, you know, one of the Reddit posts I talked about was due to the economy. And I feel like right now with the economy, people have been, you know, I've watched Nice's video, I've watched Richie's video, like I've seen, you know, people exploiting and going all crazy with that, and then buying gold, RMT and stuff like that. And I guess, like, because now I'm taking it back a bit, you know, but even when I was playing Ashes, like, as a game, which I've always recommended to you, don't do that. The more you try to play Ashes as a game, the more frustrated you'll be about the experience, because right now there isn't really a game. This is a test. You paid to play an alpha, a very alpha of a very uncompleted game. There are so many systems of Ashes of Creation that have still yet to be in the game. There are a lot of things missing, which causes frustration, because you have one system that seems like, how could you make the system the way it is when there's this other system supposed to complement it that isn't out? So I feel like a lot of that is causing frustration to testers / gamers. And I think when it comes to the economy, my main thing is, please do not invalidate the novice tier of crafting, processing, or gathering. I feel like, especially for crafters, having to craft hundreds of a single item to get to level 10 apprentice doesn't seem like the right way to do it in Ashes. It really doesn't. Like, I understand it's gonna be a grindy game, and there are going to be certain grinding elements, but right now people are very frustrated as to finding gear, and I would rather them craft the gear personally than wait for a drop. That's just me personally. And I feel like the way to do that is make novice very cheap to make. Everyone's going to go from level 1 to 10 anyway, very quickly. Like, even a very casual player will hit 10 in a day or two. Like, seriously, like you're going to hit level 10 within a day. So in my opinion, novice stuff should be very easily craftable. Make every piece require 1 or 2 copper fragments. So you make a basalt armor mold or weapon mold. You want to make a great sword, it's 2 copper fragments. You want to make a chest piece, it's 1 copper fragment. And, you know, especially with how they've buffed the metals, which, I mean, we can make an argument to say that it doesn't feel that way yet. But I mean, I think if you get 1 copper node, which is 5 copper, you know, and then you make that into copper fragments, like, you can possibly make like a couple of pieces of gear, or, you know, a great sword and a piece of gear just by 1 node. The fact that you would have to get almost like 33 or 35 copper fragments to make 1 great sword at novice is just, I'm sorry, that's just like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it should feel so crazy to make gear, especially at novice level, and then it should just start scaling, right? Like, that's kind of my thing. Apprentice should be, of course, way harder to do than 1 or 2 copper fragments, right? But again, it should scale just like your level, right? Going from 1 to 10 doesn't take that much time, but going from 10 to 20 definitely takes some time, right? So I think, of course, they're just trying to juggle some pieces there. When it comes to the whole argument, or not even argument, but the whole conversation around RMT, around exploit and everything like that, my whole thing is like, I don't mind people finding exploits. I don't mind people, like, you know, I that's what the whole That's the whole thing of us doing this test, is to find these loopholes, right? But I think it's the repeatedness, right? It's the repeatedness for self-gain or guild gain that I draw the line at. It's cool to find those exploits, and I think, and no one would argue that. It's the repeated nature and the behavior, and I think the reasoning why is you see the same people constantly doing it phase after phase. So if these are known people that just can't keep themselves from doing the same thing over and over, I believe it's those people you just need to ban. Because I've come across so many people that have said, oh, I found this exploit and I messaged it to Plantanorf, or I said it in the Discord, or, you know, whatever, right? Like, people like to think that it's only those people that are doing it repeatedly are finding all the exploits. I completely disagree with that. I think, you know, when it comes to RMT, I think that's going to be a very tricky monster too, because look, I understand, you know, the devs at Intrepid are super passionate, but if multi-billion-dollar companies can't figure out a way to stop that, I don't think Intrepid can either. But I think with them having real life GMs, which we don't currently have, you know, in this test. I mean, we kind of do, because we have like Planin, we have like other people, I mean, Steven even, right? That is saying stuff in game and, you know, talking to the players and stuff like that. They are acting as actual GMs, but I'm talking someone dedicated to a server like that. Once we're going to have it in the live environment, I feel like that's going to be such a godsend. But RMT is going to be very hard even for us to really track. And so they need to really put in place something that, you know, a random player just trades like 100 gold or 1,000 gold, and, you know, targeting those things. And it's, like I said, Intrepid, hey, I would not mind at all. I mean, it would actually help me out a lot. If you want to pay me on the side to be, you know, like a mule or something like that, or just someone like you know, I'll go and buy all the gold from the RMT sites, and then you just, I'll get it traded to an account that you guys set up for me, and then you just flag all those people. I'll do it for you. Like, you message me, I'll do it quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because I do feel like they are just going to get super duper out of control. I mean, right now people can't help themselves. People are literally, is that a hair? Oh, it is. It's like people that can't even help themselves in a test. In a test that's literally going to be wiped in August. So how much more enticing is it going to be for those players when it's the actual live game? It's going to be like crack on fentanyl or something stupid. So I don't know. Like, I think you guys definitely need people on the inside kind of flagging those accounts and really just helping you like figure out like where all those players are or where those accounts are. But yeah, I'm taking it super casual this time around. I'm playing way less. It's been kind of crazy. I do really want to have a couple of 1v1s before I do take my break, because I was planning to take my break at the end of June. So at the end of June, I was going to take a break, and then July, won't be here for July, for August, September, probably come back in October. It just depends. Because I just want to be there with my wife for her 3-month maternity leave. So during that time, like, I'll be playing Ashes, I'll be keeping up with the Discord, but I really won't be streaming. I will be making content. I'm just gonna be solely focused on, you know, helping out my wife. And also too, like, I've just been watching some of my old content. And I just feel like I really need to step it up. I feel like with this break, I'm going to come back with like a new format for my videos. And I probably will do like maybe a video every 3 weeks, because I guess like for me, I want to do more editing. I've always hated editing, but I want to do videos that actually speak to me and have like an actual thing I'm proud of, rather than I just got to get a video out, you know? And I want it to be fun. You know, I want my videos to be fun. I want them to be informative. I want them to still give feedback to Intrepid, but I want to be in a way that's almost like Vsauce. I really love Vsauce. I mean, you're a fan of Vsauce. I really want to help shape my videos to kind of be as entertaining as Vsauce, but to be Vsauce for Ashes, if that makes any sense. And I am not as smart as Michael is, but I will try my best. And I think with the help of like maybe ChatGPT or Grok, maybe I can help get my scripts to be as fun and as engaging as a Vsauce video. But that's kind of my take right now. What are your thoughts on what's been going on in Ashes? Are you still even playing Ashes of Creation? I feel like it's actually been a good idea for them to make it into one mega server, because I feel like the drop off of the 8,000, I think that was on the first weekend. I don't think there's 8,000 people currently playing Ashes right now. If anything, there's probably maybe a couple thousand, maybe like 3. I mean, I don't know. Like, the people that are still playing, do you still feel like Ashes is pretty full? Do you feel like Ashes is popping, or do you feel like it's just, you know, you just see the same people like over and over kind of thing? Either way, the game is going to get better. I cannot wait, honestly, for more econ changes. I just feel like this game is shaping up really nicely. I do want to say before I log off to the devs that as much as the community gives you shit for, you guys have been giving us very consistent updates. And I know sometimes it doesn't feel like it because the things that we want to have changed hasn't gotten changed, but that doesn't mean you guys aren't making changes. It doesn't mean you guys aren't pumping out these updates and contents for us. And I just want to say I really do appreciate that. And I feel like this game is going to truly start just being unrecognizable in a couple of months, truly, especially once we get into phase 3. So guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, guys.